We still haven't stopped salivating over the Triumph Bonneville Gold Line special editions, and now, just over a week later, Triumph are releasing 3 new models: the Street Twin EC1 limited edition, the Thruxton RS Ton Up limited edition, and the Rocket 221 special editions for both Rocket models. So we're going to look at those bikes right now in this video. Let's start straight away with the Rocket 221 Special Edition motorcycle for the R and the GT. You'll notice the beautiful red paintwork on the tank and the front mudguard. And on the side of the tank it's got 221, which represents the torque figure of this incredible motorcycle. And on the top of the tank you've got the torque, engine power, stroke and bore figures as well. And that just reminds you of what a beast you're sitting on, because it is an incredible motorcycle. So you must look at our review of the Triumph Rocket 3R Black Edition, which we did just a few days ago. It's a world-class bike. It really is incredible. There's nothing like it on the planet. You can get an idea of what the bike is like to ride in our video, and then you can choose between the standard Rocket or the special edition models. The price of the Rocket's special 221 editions are: the R is £21,100 and the GT is £21,800, and they're available from April 2022 onwards for 1 year only. Moving on straight away to the Thruxton RS special edition, the Ton Up edition. And if you're not sure what Ton Up is, basically in the 50s and 60s, rebellious bikers would get out on their bikes, they'd strip them down, make them more powerful, and they would race from cafe to cafe, and the aim was to get to a ton, 100 miles per hour. And this bike celebrates that era. Of course now you're only allowed to do 25 miles per hour, and you have to be very careful at all times. This bike has the unique blue tank with the black knee pad graphics. You've got a white front mudguard and a white seat cowl. And on that you've got the 100 written inside a red oval, which represents 100 miles per hour, not kilometers per hour. You've got to do 100 miles per hour. And also on the front of the mudguard you've got the same 100 there, and a few other details on the bike. It's a very good looking bike. And also we reviewed that about 1.5 years ago or so. And you know what, it's a very, very capable motorcycle, very sharp, really a wonderful bike to sort of throw around. It's my kind of bike. If you're going to go for that sort of sports bike, I would much rather go for the classic looking bike like this than one of the modern looking bikes. It really is a very good bike indeed. So look at our review as well as this video and let us know in the comments below what you think of this particular limited edition, the Ton Up edition. The price of this one is £14,050 on the road, and that will be available in dealers from June 2022 onwards, only for a year. Now we have the Triumph Bonneville Street Twin EC1 Special Edition, and the Street Twin is the single best-selling Bonneville modern classic motorcycle in the whole Triumph range. And again, we reviewed that bike 1.5 years or so ago, so have a look at that review and you can get an idea of what the bike is like as well as what it looks like in this special edition. Why is it called the EC1? Well, because EC1 is a postcode in London, and there's a thriving motorcycle community in London, sort of classic bikes and what have you. Apparently, because I never go to London, so I wouldn't know if it's true or not, but it must be. I live out here in Wales, in the sticks, with the sheep. But yes, there's a bit of a following there, and there's a few places that people go with their bikes and what have you, which is rather nice, because that sort of time and that era has kind of been lost, largely, I would say. And it'd be nice to get younger people back into bike riding, motorcycles. It's cool. Go out, hang around, have a drink, girls, all that sort of stuff. Lovely. But these days it's a thing of the past, so let's try and bring that back. Why not? The EC1 edition paint scheme features a beautiful matte aluminium silver and matte silver ice fuel tank with hand painted silver coach lining, and you've got the EC1 design on the side of the tank. And on the side panels you've got the Street Twin limited edition graphics, and the paint scheme goes throughout the whole bike. It looks absolutely beautiful. The price of this is £9,000 on the road in the UK, available from March 2022 onwards. So let us know in the comments below what you think of these 3 special edition motorcycles from Triumph. I think they look really nice, really amazing. Personally, I'm still very tempted by the Gold Line special editions for my own personal motorcycle, and we'll be looking into that again in more detail in future videos.